Joanna is not only a multiple gold medalist in Lindy Hop and Boogie Woogie and a beloved international teacher and show dancer, she has also competed in the Swedish TV show The Champion's Champion. And this interview took place after the competition was held, but before it aired. So now we will hear Joanna talk about how she prepared for the competition and what it was like behind the camera. You also did the Champions a couple of months ago, right?
Yep.
What can you tell us about that, and how did you end up there?
How we end up there, I have no idea actually. Mm-hmm. They called us in May last year, 2021. We got a call and they asked, what do you say if we ask if you want to be a part of Champions? And we're like, it's just a TV show for like big what do you call them?
Famous people.
Famous people, exactly. Famous people. But when they ask, you don't say no. You say yes. And then, but that was just a request if we wanted, if we could, if we had time to do it. And then I think we got the final in June, just before midsummer. We got the final call that said, okay, so you were in the show. And then we realized, okay, so then we need to start practicing.
And what did you practice
to get
then?
In shape. First of all, we got into this food. So we started to eat the right way, or in one way, to get more muscles than fat. But then, of course, it was a lot of push-ups, sit-ups, practice with weights, and to just get some more muscles. But then it was also, for me, it was a lot of, since I've seen the show, I know it's a lot of water things, and I don't like water. So a friend of us, he's a personal trainer, so he got us into different things that we had to swim and jump from into the water, and I don't like to be. I like water, but I don't like to be under the water. So for me, it was a lot of mental practice as well. So it was not just the physical part; it was mental things as well. Okay. So it was just to practice and challenge yourself all the time.
Yeah. So how is your water habit now? Do you enjoy it more being underwater, or?
No. But I know that I can handle it, but I don't like it. It took me maybe just to jump into the water to maybe 20 minutes to just do it. And it would probably, if I go there again, it would probably take me 20 minutes again to jump into it. But I know that I'm probably not going to die. No.
Okay. But was that a hindrance in the competition? Because I imagine if there is a water challenge, for instance, stay as long as you can under the surface, then you don't get 20 minutes to prep yourself, or?
The whole show, or the whole competition was you were constantly didn't know anything. Okay. You got a time schedule for the day after, which said at 8:30 we leave. Bring your bag and we leave. And you got into the car, and you sat there for different. It could be from half an hour to an hour to 10 minutes, and you ended up somewhere. And then you had to wait for a little while, and then they picked us up and they said, "Okay, so this is the competition." And we got the rules, and then you had maybe I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour to get ready for the competition.
Like change clothes or something?
Yeah, get warm up, change clothes, you get some water, whatever you needed to get ready. And then it was just go. So it was, for me, it was a lot of, how should I say this? It were a lot of things that I would never do.
Of course.
Of course. And I had never done it because you could get hurt. And maybe if you hurt yourself, you cannot dance. So it's a lot of things that I have avoided from since I was a kid to now. But it's a good thing also to see that you actually can do it. And my goal was to don't stop.
Yeah.
Just go. Don't stop. Just keep on fighting. Even if you're the last, keep on fighting. Just finish the whole thing. So that was my goal to. And yep, you will see the result.
I sure will. I sure will. But was it? I mean, that must have been really well mentally challenging to not knowing what to do, and then I imagine being up on a tall mountain or down in a deep lake, or and everything in between.
Yeah, it was a lot of things going on, and always with a camera or a microphone close to you, so you were never like alone.
But did you, amongst the competitors, develop some sort of a good group chemistry, or?
Definitely, we were in two different groups that got into one group, but the two different groups, like the first group. Of course, when you stay together in a group for a week, you get to know each other pretty well. Even if I don't know all of it in their lives, but you get to know each other, and you are since you're living the same life for a while, it's it's a good chemistry, and we talk to each other through social media things.
Yeah, no hard feelings because one of you won.
No, definitely not.
That's good. You and Henrik were in the same group, right?
Exactly.
Did you compete against each other or with each other?
Against each other. So it was, even though we are a couple, we were competing one by one.
Okay, and you're still happily married.
Exactly. So far. We'll see what the TV show is.
Okay. I'm rooting for you as a couple.
Yeah, thanks.
But I read that each competitor get to choose their own discipline for a few of the competitions, I guess.
Yeah.
Doesn't just everybody pick what they're good at? Like you and Henrik would pick dancing, and what was her name? Sofia would pick weightlifting.
If it was like that, I would have picked dancing, but we didn't have that choice. They had like 10 different, they gave us 10 different, I don't know if it was 10, but 10 different competitions. Mm-hmm. And we had to choose from them. And then since you don't really know what it is and how they're going to turn out to be, you get a short description of all the competitions. And then you just pick what you think you can handle.
Okay. So the descriptions and names are very ambiguous?
Yeah, it could be. I cannot really tell anything, but it's if it was I don't know, throw a ball, they call it something, and of course you throw a ball, but then it's something in between. It's not just throwing a ball; it's something more, of course.
Okay. So it wasn't like you picked the competition and you can be confident that you will win.
No, definitely not. I wish it would have. I don't know why didn't they came up with a turning? How many turns can you do?
Yeah.
That would be a nice one.
Spinning competition while throwing balls.
Exactly. Now skip the balls. Just spinning.
But if you had done this again, would you have prepared differently, like more physically running, or more mentally, or just relaxing? Or was the preparation worth it?
Probably I would do the same. Maybe do some more of it. But since you don't know who you are competing against, I mean, me against Sofia in lifting weights. We have the same. We're still gonna, because it was girls' weight and men's weight. Okay. So let's say that we have 6 kilos to lift. Well, for Sofia it's nothing, but for me it's a lot more. Or running against Emma Gren. Yeah. Well, even though all the Henke, he had to run a lot longer because he's a guy.
Yeah.
But against Emma, I don't know. Maybe she had. Maybe it would be more fair if she ran 3 more laps.
Yeah. Of course.
So yeah, it was. I don't know really how you can prepare for it. It's just because you don't know, and you don't know what day, and it's warm, and it's the food and everything. You don't sleep like you want to, and blah blah blah. So it's. But of course, you can always be on a good shape and practice more. But it's also with the what happens there and then. I know that some competition, when I see it, I'm gonna be like, why didn't I thought about that? Why didn't I do this way?
Yeah.
But when you are in it, you just want to finish it. So then you don't think of different solutions. You just go for it.
Yeah. So what was the most fun thing that happened there, if you can share? Maybe something off camera or something.
Oh, I think the funniest part was of course the competitions are fun, but I think the funniest part was to just hang out with all the rest and to hear their stories about their career and how they ended up doing this and that and so on. So like sitting in the couch and watch all these others TV shows. It's or clips maybe I would say. It's fun to see.
Okay. So you enjoyed your time there?
Definitely. And if I could do it again, I would do it again. But maybe with some more dancing things in it.
Well, next TV show you do might be Dancing with the Stars as a dance professional.
That would be a fun part.
Yeah. Thanks for watching the Champions Champion part of this 3-part interview with Joanna. If you're rooting for her, make sure to leave a like on this video, it can't hurt. And in the next part 1, Joanna will talk about how she got into dancing and her first time in harangue and her competition career. And then in the final part 2, we will dive deeper in some of her more famous performances, such as Dance Samba with Me. And of course, we will hear her thoughts about Troff. So subscribe so you don't miss that. And other than that, happy training.